Alright, so now that you know how to make files and directories using the touch and mkdir commands, let's take it up a notch and mess around a bit. So let's say that you're working on a big 5-year project, and every month, because the admin staff hate you, you need to write 100 memo files to keep track of the project. And the folders should be named something like Jan 2017, Feb 2017, March 2017, and so on for 5 years. And in each of these folders, there should be 100 files. File 1, File 2, File 3, all the way until File 100. How can you create those files and folders up front? Well, doing it graphically would be horrific. There's actually just no way around it. There would be a whole lot of copying and pasting and a whole lot of renaming, and your right-click finger would be basically in agony by the end of the whole ordeal. But let me show you how easy it is to do on the command line. So to make this possible, we're going to use a powerful feature of the shell known as brace expansion. And this is totally awesome. Check this out. So let's go ahead and open our terminal using our Control Alt and T keyboard shortcut. And then what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the desktop using our CD command, and we're going to make a big folder called project. Okay, and there we are, it has appeared. Now in here, let's go change into that project folder. We can see that now we're in the project folder on the desktop, and this is where the magic happens. Okay, we need to make 60 folders, right? And they should all be in the format Jan 2017, Feb 2017, Mar 2017. Okay, so like three letters, then 2017, all the way up until December 2022, so DEC 2022, okay, which is when the project ends. So what if I told you we could make all of those folders in one line? This is all possible using the power of brace expansion. So here comes the command, okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to maximize the screen because it's kind of a big one. What we're going to do is we're going to type mkdir, okay, then we're going to open up a pair of braces, and the braces are these squiggly brackets here. And then we're going to type, without any spaces, Jan, comma, Feb, comma, March, comma, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, without any spaces at all, okay? Then we're going to type an underscore, then we're going to open up another pair of braces, okay? Then 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. Whew! So that's quite a long command, right? But what's happening here is something called brace expansion. And here we have some braces. So we've got one set here and another set here for the years. And the way that the shell is going to expand these braces is similar to how you would expand brackets in algebra class. Okay? So what would happen first is you'd get January 2017, then February 2017, then March 2017, and so on until you get December 2017. Okay? Then it'll just start all over again. You'll get January 2018, February 2018, then March, April, May, June, July, all the way until you get December 2018. Okay? And so on until you get all the way until December 2022. Okay? So enough suspense. Let's go ahead and press enter. Let's go ahead and run that. Now, let's see if it worked. So we're going to go into our project folder. Oh my goodness! Look how amazing that is, right? So we've managed to create folders in that wonderful format there for every single one of the years. And if we highlight them, it tells us that there's 72 folders actually created. So from January 2017 right here, all the way until December 2022, which is right there, and everything in between. Isn't that awesome? Just as an aside as well, if I just maximize this here, to save us a bit of typing, we could have actually, instead of typing out each of the dates, because it's just numbers, they're just numbers, right, that are in a constant pattern, we could have just done ... So 2017 to 2022. So that's another aside right there. Now imagine how long it would have taken to do that stuff using point and click methods. Can you imagine how annoying that would have been? Well, we just did it in one command line. Okay, so now that we're sitting here feeling very smug that our command line has just created like a bajillion folders all in one go, we've still got a little bit to do. And that is we've got to create 100 files in each of these folders. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, actually, it's quite easy. We'll just use brace expansion again. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our terminal again, go onto the desktop, go into the project folder, okay? Now, in here, I'm actually going to maximize the screen. Just watch what I do. And then we'll see how it works, okay? So I'm going to type touch. Then I'm going to open up the braces. Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Our underscore and our years, so 2017, 2022. Oh, by the way, it doesn't just have to be numbers. It could be A to Z or A to Z or something like B to F or something like that. Okay, so anything that has a pattern, like, you know, the alphabet or numbers, you can use the dot thing to make that happen. Okay, but we're after 2017 till 2022. Okay, now inside each of those folders, we're now going to make a file called that starts with file and then the numbers 1 to 100. Okay, so what is going on here? This is mad, Ziad. Where has this command come from? Well, basically what I'm saying is, for each of these folders from January 2017 all the way until December 2022, in each of those, make file 1 to 100. Okay, now this is just a bit of fun, okay? So don't worry if it seems a bit like, what? It's just to show you how powerful the shell can be. Let's take a look at it, okay? So let's run that. And let's close the terminal again. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's open up June 2022, okay? Because that's a good date. So if we open up June 2022, we click that. Oh my goodness, we've got file 1 to 100. Okay, maybe that was just a fluke. What if we open up December 2020? Nope, there's file 1 to 100 in there as well. What if we open up January, or let's say April 2020? There we go. Again, we've got file 1 to 100. Okay, so isn't that awesome, guys? Like, you can see the way that we've just used brace expansion to make our terminal command unbelievably powerful. And if we've got 72 folders, I said we were only going to do it for 5 years. We ended up doing it for 6. But if we have now got 72 folders with 100 files in it each, we've just used one command line to create about 7,200 files in one go. Now, I hope you can see just how powerful the shell is from that little example right there. Okay, and by the way, brace expansion isn't only possible for the touch and mkdir commands, by the way. It's actually usable across the whole shell. So for example, let's take the ls command. Okay, let's take the ls command. We can look in every single folder and get a list of what's in there. So if I do Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and then 2017 till 2022. Okay, so I'm saying list out the contents of every single one of these folders, basically, and I press enter. Oops, I'm in the wrong place. So I go to desktop / project. Now press up key twice to get back there. Go again. What? We now can see the contents of every single one of the folders, and you can see they all have 100 files in it. And we can see here that we get the files 1 to 100 in every folder. And it might look like the file ends in file 99, but what's actually happening is if you look over here near file, what it's doing is it's sorting them alphabetically or sorting them numerically here. So you see file 1, file 10, file 100, because they all start with 1, right? And then the 9s end up over there. But no, we are getting files 1 to 100 in each. And let's say that we wanted to take all of this output, right, this massive output that we just got, and redirect all that output into a file called out.txt. And now when we take a look, we've now got a file called out.txt. And when we take a look in there, we can see that we've got all of that content in there. So April 2017, it tells us the files that has, and then it tells us what's in April 2018, and it tells the files in there, and this is all alphabetically sorted in there. Isn't that awesome? I'm just showing you here, we now have an epic file with the contents of 72 folders and in about 7,200 files in just one command line. Tell me that isn't epic and would have took you forever to do using point and click methods. Now, I appreciate this bit is really going to be a bit like, whoa, and that's okay. All right, I'm just showing you these basic skills, how these basic skills, such as creating one file or creating one folder, can easily be turbocharged with very little effort, as long as you understand a little bit about brace expansion and wildcards. But I'll leave the imagination as to why you would do so up to you, because these skills can be applied to many different things. And just to show a much simpler case of brace expansion, if we go to the desktop right here, and let's say we just want to, instead of saying touch file a.txt, file b.txt, and file c.txt, which will work fine, we'll create 3 files. Brace expansion just makes that a bit easier by saying file, you give it some brackets, a, b, c.txt. So you can see we're using the braces here because it's going to go file a.txt, file b.txt, file c.txt. I press enter. There we are. We've used brace expansion to expand that out. Okay, so brace expansion comes into play all over the place, and because here we are, we've got some text which follows a very simple pattern. We can use the ... here, and we're going to get the same result. Okay, we could maybe say, okay, I want file f all the way to v. There we are. We're going to get file v all the way to f on the desktop as well. So here we are. Here's f and there's v. So just showing you, that's brace expansion. It's not a particularly complicated thing. Trust me, there are useful things for what I'm showing you here, but I just wanted to show you just how powerful the shell can be with just a little bit of tweaking. So that's enough command line craziness for now. Let's just have a quick recap of what was actually important from the last 2 videos. So first of all, you saw how to use the touch command to create new files, and you also saw how to use the mkdir command to create new directories, which is my favorite way of saying the command, by the way. And you also saw that the mkdir command also has a powerful p option that can be used to create entire folder paths. So this is creating one folder inside of another folder inside of another folder, all from scratch, which is very, very powerful stuff. You learned that creating files and folders in Linux is case sensitive, and you learned that it's kind of a bad idea to have spaces in your file names, so use underscores instead. And finally, we took file and folder creation to the next level by using brace expansion. Now, brace expansion is kind of an advanced technique, so don't worry if you didn't understand it. It's not technically part of the course, but you got to see it here anyway, so lucky you. But now that we've got a whole bunch of files and folders cluttering up our computer, in the next video, you're going to learn how to remove them. So to learn how to delete files and folders, I'll see you in the next video.